Hey everyone, Mherex here. Um, Reminding everyone this character that I'm previewing is not mine. It was loaned to me by Scopley for the purpose of this video, and it will be removed from my roster afterwards. We're going to get in here and take a look at Asuka, the Empress of yesterday. Very excited to be able to preview her for you guys. She's pretty cool looking card, some pretty nifty animations. Her coaching ability, we'll start with that. Well, it is kind of niche. Receive 20% less damage from black gems. I do find it pretty useful. I would throw it on my Dango when he's going against strikers, for example. Any of your showboats that have class advantage against strikers, that'll make it even harder for him to kick out on protect gem styles. So it's pretty useful against anyone using blacks. It is situational, but I find it useful. Definitely not a throwaway coach. I actually kind of like these, but I don't have some of the crazy rare coaches that people will fill in on almost every build. So these niche ones like this I find kind of useful. So definitely don't disregard the coach on her. I'm going to get in here and run 4 builds. I'm going to save my favorite for last. Incidentally, my favorite build on her is available at 3-star, so you can use that build at 3-star. The other 3 are going to be 5-star builds because they all use the sub, which is her 5-star move. I really wanted to run a 4-star build, but honestly, I was losing a lot of the matches with that setup, or almost losing, so I don't see any reason to run it over the 3-star variant. So with that being said, we'll jump right in here and take a look at this 3-star, or I'm sorry, this 5-star triple black build. We're going to run with the finisher, the roundhouse kick. Tosses a nice bleed on there for 3 turns. We're going to run with the submission, which throws out power gems when it's done. And then the spinning back fist combo, destroy 3 random gems. The entourage I'm going to use, we're going to use Bray for 4 more MP. Finn Balor, well, the tooltip says moves that destroy black gems will destroy 5 more black gems. It is working right now on black moves, so even though this says it's only going to destroy 3, it will destroy 8. NWO Big Show just for a 20% increased chance for black gems on the initial board. And then Elias, who will get those black moves charged faster. I do have tour perks. We'll get in here and I will show you which ones I have. Starting move points start with 2 more, and then when you get a match, they start with 1 more. I also have 15% more health and 5% less damage. So that's the tour perks that'll be active all video. This particular one, we're gonna go up against Hall of Fame Lita. She is strapped, 40, almost 50% gem reduction actually, so pretty healthy gem reduction. Could probably pick easier ones out there, but I kind of like how it stacked up for this preview, so that's the one that I'm going to play against. If you don't have NWO Show or Elias because they're rare, it's not the end of the world. You could run lots of different trainers potentially. Lana's also rare, but she reduces blue gem damage. There's another one of those niche coaches. Lita doesn't have a sub or anything like that. She does have multiply gem reduction, so if it was going to be a tight match, you would probably put one of the multiply reduction gem coaches in there. With first striker, I know Sako is one of them. And let's see, I should have had this information ahead of time. My apologies. So Sako's one of them, and there might be another, but I don't. Oh yeah, Carmella. I should not have forgot that. So you could, and everyone should pretty much have Carmella. So I would definitely use Carmella in a match like this if you don't have one of these guys. Again, they're not necessary, they just kind of help. So we'll get in here, get going, and check out this triple build. Braze on there just so we can get to the sub and the finisher quicker. There is some randomness to it. Ideally, if we'd pick up a black here, that would be perfect. Didn't, but that's not the end of the world. Do get it there. So if her green move wasn't ready, I would hit the finisher this turn, but because it's ready, I'm going to use the sub, which will leave power gems. So every time we use the break move, it's going to fire those power gems, and every time we do a match, it'll fire them. So that damage will start to add up fairly quickly. So we're going to drain her greens. Plenty of board to work with. And we did catch a black, so the destroy will be ready again next turn. Get the finish there out there with the bleed on. So the power gems are doing 12k each from the sub, so that's pretty healthy. We're going to have a couple turns here to get the other blacks loaded before she's ready to go, most likely. So hopefully we can pick up some blacks. Oh, and do not want to leave her a green match. So you can see we're just chunking away at her health. This is pretty good control build. I like control guys. It's not my favorite of her builds, but it is pretty solid. And now we're gonna get that black match that we've been hoping for. So. So we can hit the finisher and it will end the match with the bleed. So I played a bunch of matches with this set. This is pretty normal how most of them went. So it's pretty solid. Some go a little bit better, some a little bit worse. Not really worse. If you catch the blacks right away on the first turn and you can hit the finisher, it's a touch faster. So. But never in danger of losing with this moveset. I actually spent about 2.5 hours playing matches, so I played quite a few matches. So yeah, that was only a 12 health pack match against Hall of Fame Lita with that moveset, so pretty good. The next one we're going to do is going to be yellow, black, black. So we're going to take out the destroy move for one of the yellows. And I'll use the 7 MP one because with perks we can get it ready turn 1 and hopefully get a connection. Again, this will end up being another control build because we're getting to the sub early. Get Akamon. He's of course the yellow MP trainer. And then Titus for more black gems. On this one, I'll go with 2 of the MP coaches. It'll be Elias and Rikishi. Just make it easier to recharge those moves. Potentially a lot of other ones you could go with, like we discussed in the other one. Because she has multiply gems, you could put Mela on there. If you were going against a sub person, you could use 6. Both of those are free characters. Not as worried about the multiply because we have control with the sub. In a perfect world, we'll hit this yellow and get enough black matches to throw the finisher turn 1 and sub her turn 2, so we can take advantage of that bleed. That would be ideal. That's a pretty cool animation there. Perfect. So that's what you're hoping for with this, so you can get that bleed started right away. Now, if a yellow match is there, I would take it this turn, but it's not. But we don't need to use the sub right away, even if it'll use power gem or place power gems. I'm gonna get closer to filling that finisher since I have the match. And by doing that, it's less greens on the board for her because she used that match. So now we can drain it. You can see from the bleed, her health went down pretty good. I did try variants with this using Striker Seth for the bleed. You could also use Kyrie for any of these if you had her. I do not. And the Striker Seth didn't work as well as having Titus, so that's why I went with this one. Again, no yellow, so we'll get closer to getting that sub. So a few ways you could play this. And I'm going to play it this way. Hoping to get to the sub because both her blues are going to be ready and I don't really want to take that much damage. So just need one match. And we got a lot more. You can see with that 50% gem reduction, she's reducing a lot of damage. Still gonna win, but we're definitely gonna eat this finisher. Alright, calm down. We see you. Oh boy. Definitely don't want to deal with that again, so I'm gonna sub her down. Again, I played a bunch of matches with this build. I would say this is the worst of the... I probably did at least 5 matches with this build or close to it. And this is easily the worst that it looked in all 5 of those matches. Still gonna get the win. The next build we're going to look at is going to be a variant of this. The first moveset I did, the triple black, and the last one that'll do are my top 2 as far as what I like. So that one was a hefty health pack usage at 31. So the next moveset, we're going to use 2 yellows and the sub. So the trainers will stay the same. We're just gonna swap out the finisher for the sub. Because it's taken an extra turn, we do get the bleed, but also having both yellows makes it easier to get back to the sub. So sometimes I'll stagger them so you can get to the sub multiple times, or you know, you can make a big cluster of blacks if you don't force a pin and do a lot of damage. So you can kind of play that by ear. Again, this is probably not the best opponent to go against to showcase these double yellow movesets because she's reducing so much damage. But it does kind of show you that Asuka, Asuka is pretty decent. That is a very unfriendly starting board. Very, very unfriendly. It ended up working out okay, but that was pretty ugly. So again, no need to hit the other moves yet. Gonna definitely take the yellow. That way we can start cycling, because we can't do it naturally. This is another control style because of the sub. Got those power gems out there, or had them out there. A lot of board to work with here, so that's kind of nice. Pin bar, a lot of pin bar to work with. Okay. 5 match, yes, thank you. So I'm gonna get some more power gems out in this case, because we still have the other yellow ready to go. Sure, why not? And we can get the yellow match, so I'll take that for sure, since she's nowhere near filling any of her moves. Okay. Let's hit this other one. There's a lot of black on the board, so we can probably get a healthy chunk of damage here, even though we're at a strap disadvantage. Would have been 166k, hit pretty hard. Right on. So I do like this build set better than the first one I showed you. I really wanted to like the bleed, but the movesets I was using it in, it just wasn't my favorite. Maybe if I had Kyrie, I would have liked it more. I just feel like this moveset is better, and if I was strapped as equally, that would have been a lot of damage when you pair those two random blacks together. So you can see that was a pretty low health pack win at 5. So pretty good build set, I would say. This last one moveset we're going to look at is actually available at 3-star, and this is my favorite. A lot of fun to play, not necessarily easy to play. It took me a little bit to get it down where I felt comfortable with it. So I probably played the most matches with this build set, and by the end of it, I really liked it. So we're going to go with Lawler for blue MP. And then we're going to go with Nakamura for power gem damage. You could also go with Outlaw Taker, or Striker Taker. So there he is. I'll throw Nakamura on there. They both do 50% damage. And let's change the moves around. Okay. And this is the spinning back fist combo. Here we go. Okay. Again, I'm going to use initial gem board, guys, so I have a better chance at getting blue and black. Rhea Ripley, 20% chance at blues, and NWO Show for 20% increased chance for blacks. I enjoy these coaches a lot. I use them often just to give me a better chance to start. So Nakamura is going to make this hop missile drop kick. Each power gem is going to be 18.5k damage, and it's 4 of them. So pretty good chunk of damage, 72k, not affected by straps. And then the pop-up knee strike destroys 5 random blues. So with tour perks, we're going to start with that ready to go. And as long as we got a few blues on the board, which Ripley should help us with, we'll be able to get to the, and don't cause a nasty cascade for a pin, we'll be able to get to the power gem move right away. This is the only moveset of hers that's not control. This one is very, very aggressive, and it's a lot of fun. Keep in mind too, when we're doing this, these are fully maxed 5-star we're going against, so they have a pretty high health pool. A lot of times you'll be facing much lower opponents as far as the health goes. You could hit the random and hope to catch a blue, but I don't want to cause a force pin. Also, why I don't want to use Kofi in this situation, because if there's enough blues, there's a lot better chance to force a pin. And you're going to run out of blues as well. So I like going with this one first. So this is pretty much perfect. So now you can drop the 4 power gems, preferably in a spot the AI is not going to target. I like the corners of the board personally, and the bottom. Now we can hit this, and if we don't catch a cascade, it's gonna tick once with the power gems for a good amount. So there's 72k plus the other damage. And now when we do our match, so if you can get a blue, always take the blue. Otherwise, take the black, so the break is ready again next turn. So we got another 92k. Just by doing matches. So you can see turn 1 took a huge chunk of her life off. And we can break this again. Again, ideally a blue or black match, don't have either, but we can cause a cascade. So just taking chunks off, and this has been a pretty bad board actually. And no luck on the random, but this is a very solid build in my opinion. Super fun, super reliable. Got some blues on the board, so we're going to do a bunch more damage. That. Really close. If we haven't picked up a blue, if we pick up a blue, the match is over this turn. There we go. Oh, but then we cascaded. Might be over anyway. There you go. Like I said, I played a bunch with this one. That's not even close to the best match I had. I had a bunch of like 3 in a row where I only used 3 health packs with this moveset. So super reliable, pretty good, and totally, pretty much totally dominating Hall of Fame Lita there. So I want to say I think she's a lot better than people are going to think, but you have to play her right, and it's really important to control your pin bar with those power gems. But really like that moveset, super consistent, easily my favorite out of the bunch, and it's available at 3-star. So I hope you guys enjoyed this preview. It's my first of the new characters preview, so I'm super excited to have done it. I hope you find it useful. Definitely let me know what you think in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe and share. That's greatly appreciated. Hopefully this is the first of many previews to come. I want to thank Scopley for letting me do the preview, and remember guys that this is not my character. I don't get to keep her. Hopefully I can earn her from the event just like you guys. So good luck out there in Showdown this weekend and with the event, and get yourself an Asuka, the Empress of yesterday. Thanks for watching.